start this time.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
We're not allowed to have any jokes.
That was interrupting. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
and
board gamey things.
Exactly. My name is Jamie.
And I'm Jeff.
And
What?
Come here. And Juno's here.
Hey.
Say hi to your fans.
Hi, Bean. Thank you.
I don't remember what we just said. My name is Jamie.
We already did this.
Okay.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Jeff. We're here today to do our monthly wrap-up for the month of June of 2021. Bow! Bow, bow, bow! Bow, bow, bow. Oh, the three in
Bow, bow, bow.
We are here to do our wrap-up for June of 2021. And just to start off, I'd like to, don't look at the finale, final numbers. So we've played a total of 82 times in the month of June.
Whoa.
And within those 82 plays, we played 33 different games.
So about 3 times a game.
Sure.
About 3 plays per game, roughly.
Yeah, except there's some that we played many more
No,
times.
I'm just saying on average.
Yeah, good stats.
That's how averages work, Jamie.
That's how math works. I wouldn't know. We've got a lot of games to talk about. We're going to jump into it, tell you a little bit about the game, who won, who lost, all that good stuff.
Oh my goodness.
You get to do it every other month.
Yeah, whatever, man.
All right, let's get started with the one I think that we played the most this month, and that would be Kingdomino from Blue Orange. And we played Kingdomino a total of 16 times.
Physical and board game arena.
Physical and board game arena. And what I would also like to say is of those 16 times, we played once with Jason, and we played 8 times with Max and Danielle from Table Knots. So this game has gotten some LOVE this month. And of those 16 times, I won 8 times. Jeffrey won 6 times. Max won twice. And Danielle won once.
Nice.
And it only took Max 2 days to complete 1 game. So Kingdomino is a tile placement game that we have grown very, very fond of, as you can tell.
It's just so easy to play.
It's so easy to play.
And quick.
Yeah, and we played this one when we're like, what do you want to play? I'm kind of tired. Oh, let's play Kingdomino. Or pretty much like every night with Max and Danielle. Do you have anything? I don't think that we really need to say anything else about this because we talked about it. Yeah. People know what it is.
We have too many games to get through.
TMG.
To really get deep
too many
into
games.
These.
All right, so that is the first game that we played in the month of June. Your turn. It's the big boy. I put it on your side because it's far too heavy for me.
Next up, we have from Red Raven Games, Sleeping Gods. And we only played this once in June, which is surprising.
Once plus 1 attempt.
Yeah, 1.15. What we mean by that is we attempted to teach Jason when he was here to play this, and we determined A, we just don't know quite enough to teach it yet, and 2, we learned that while this game has the ability for someone to jump in mid-campaign and play a scenario or 2, it is not always the easiest thing to do.
I don't think it really makes sense to do that. I don't think it's fair to the new player.
Yeah, I think it's cool that they added that element, but it was just difficult to bring Jason up to speed on what we had done, where we were, what the story was up to that point. We also didn't want to waste a bunch of time teaching a game when we only had so much time to play. So we kind of unpacked this and packed it back up pretty quickly. Only got 1 play this month, which is kind of sad to me, but it is a hefty boy.
Hefty boy.
I love it, and we will play more soon and get that review out to you soon.
Your love hasn't changed.
It has not.
It still runs deep.
It still runs incredibly deep. No winner because it is a cooperative
game. No winner, only losers because we kept dying.
We did die. No, we didn't die. We
got wounded.
Exhausted.
And exhausted.
We were exhausted a lot.
Next game that we played was Parks, and this is by Keymaster Games. And we played Parks only 2 times in the month of June. Once with Jason when he was here for Board Game Weekend. We also played this once on Tabletopia with Max and Danielle.
Yes, indeedy, lemon squeezy.
Of the 2 times that we played this game, I won once and Max won once.
I've never won this game.
Jeff's never won this game.
Don't care.
Okay. I love this game. Do you still love this game?
I do really like the game. I've said a bunch. I just can't figure out the strategy, and I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the canteens and the equipment. I'm not doing it properly.
He's not doing it right,
but
clearly.
I vow to learn this game and defeat you.
He's like going to go behind my back and watch strategy guides.
100%.
Basically, you are a hiker who's hiking through the national parks. You're trying to collect resources to visit these national parks, and you're collecting those. And whoever has the most points at the end wins.
Yeah, when you visit a park, it becomes yours, and that's the main victory point condition. If it doesn't invoke some semblance of wanting to go see some of these places, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. It should. It's beautiful. I love it. I'd like to get all the expansions.
Of course you would, because you win every time we play.
I love this game.
Almost every time.
I've never lost to Jeff. In our wrap-up video for our board game weekend, which if you haven't watched our board game weekend video, you should definitely go watch it because it was a ton of fun. And it seems like a lot of people like the format, so I'd really like to keep doing those. In that video, I said I've never lost Parks. What I meant is I've never lost to Jeff.
Yeah, Max was quick to correct us. Whatever, Max.
Whatever, Max.
He was also teaching us this physics engine and stuff. So
physics engines and me are not good friends.
He was taking advantage, and he was moving stuff around. Remember, he was moving tokens and stuff around.
Yeah, he was fiddling.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we were all screwing around with each other's resources.
Yeah, so pretty much like
it's a wash.
His win wasn't
barely
really
counts,
a win.
Yeah.
Next up from Next Move, we have the tile placer Azul.
Azul.
Or as I like to pronounce it, Azul.
Never said that before.
Azul is another one that we've quickly learned to love. We've played it on the deck a few times. How many times have we played it? 6 times?
We have played this 6 times in the month of June.
And
of those 6 times, I've won only twice.
And I have won
4 times.
4 times. We did play with Jason once.
Yeah.
I prefer this at 2-player over anything else.
It's just so quick at 2.
We've only played it at 2 and 3. I've also won the majority of time, so I'm a bit biased. But Azul, great little tile.
Game.
What?
Deck game.
Deck game. Yeah, like sitting on the deck and playing.
Not
like a deck of cards playing. Pieces are hefty enough that the wind won't blow them away, and you're just kind of...
They can't blow away with a whistle?
They will not blow away with a whistle.
Good to know.
And I've won 4 times.
Yep.
That's Azul.
I would like to try the other ones. There's like Summer Pavilion and Stained Glass, but I hear like none of them are as good as the original, which...
Oh, so you want to lessen our experience by playing
I'd like to try
inferior games?
They have them at the Boardroom Game Cafe, so we can play them there.
We'll play them there. Cool.
So the next game that we played in the month of June was Faction Fighters, and this is from Thunderfinch Games, and this was sent to us for review from the publisher, so we will be doing a review of this sometime in July. So I think we'll keep our thoughts and our feelings to ourselves until then.
Quick little hitter, though.
Yeah,
we did enjoy it.
It's a deck builder.
But stay tuned.
So we played this once and Jeff won.
Of course I did.
Whatever. I think asterisks because it was our first game.
That only counts if you win. We've made this very clear.
Right. So the next one that we played, we do not have a physical copy of because we played this on Board Game Arena. We played this with Max, Danielle, and Jash from Table Knots. So Jeffrey, would you like to talk about Love Letter?
Love Letter is a card game. It was the first time we played it, but basically each character has their own trigger, and you are, if I remember correctly, each character has a certain amount of points that they score, or am I getting that completely
I didn't know
wrong?
how to play when we were playing, and I still don't know.
So in Love Letter, you basically have a bunch of cards, and you want to be the final person at the end of the round to win, I guess is basically it. I apologize, I don't know a ton about this because we just quickly learned it and played it and I won because that's how good I am at games.
He had no idea what he was doing.
Anywho, Love Letter, you want to draw the attention of some person, I think is the theme.
The Queen?
Princess Annette. You want to get your letter in Princess Annette's hands. So you want to be the last person around in order to do that.
Oh, I didn't even know.
And anyway, there's a bunch of different character cards and you're playing cards, and those can manipulate other players in turn to knock them out of the game. And you want to kind of be the last one standing.
I did not like this game.
I think you would have liked it better if we played in person.
It reminded me of Coup, but Coup is way better.
Very much like Coup.
It was a pretty quick game. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
You seemed to like it, but only because you won, I think.
Yeah, I only liked it because I won. It wasn't a love letter.
So the next game that we played in the month of June was Downforce. And we also played this one. This is from Restoration Games, by the way. And we also played this one time on BGA with Max, Danielle, and Jash. We played it in the same night. And I was victorious in Downforce. I've yet to lose Downforce. I'm amazing at racing games. I'm very, very fast. Downforce is a racing game where you're Formula One cards or drivers' cars. You bid on different cars to determine who you think is going to win the race.
And there's checkpoints.
So
at certain checkpoints, you can look at the board state and be like, okay, I'm going to bid or I'm going to bet on this team or this color to win.
Yep.
And it kind of changes as you go.
And in this one, it was like a safari version, I think. We didn't mean for it to be, but that's just what came up. Yeah. So there were actual like obstacles on the course. So I love this game. It's super fun. We definitely want to buy this one.
Yeah, we're probably going to try and get our hands on a copy of this.
They didn't have it at the Boardroom Game Cafe when we were there this weekend, but hopefully
we might get them to order it in for us.
Exactly. So that's Downforce. Loves it. Next one you have on your side.
Next up from AEG, we have Space Bass. Space Base. Basically rolling dice, and the number of dice are represented by different types of ships, which do different things. They might give you victory points. They might allow your income to increase so that each turn you have more money. They might just give you basic coins. And then you can buy different spaceships to give you different kind of card triggers. The cool thing with this game is regardless of player turn, you are scoring points. So I am scoring points on Jamie's turn. She is scoring points on my turn. It's a very quick back and forth game.
There's no downtime.
There's no downtime. You're rolling dice, scoring points, buying cards, passing. And it's awesome. If you haven't played it, you should.
You should.
But anyway, Space Base, we've played this.
We played it
one time and Jamie won.
And I won. I'm excellent at that game too.
Have you won a bunch of that game? I feel like that was your first W.
It wasn't. I've won at least twice of like the 3 times we played. So the next game, of course, you probably expected to see this one on the old list, and that is Silver Bullet from Bezier Games. So this month we played Silver Bullet 7 times.
That's not a lot.
No, not for us. This is minimal.
We got busy this month.
And you'll see partially some of the things that maybe replaced Silver Bullet.
Yep.
In just a moment. So we played this 7 times. Of those 7 times, I won 3 times and Jeff won 4 times. Love this game.
Yeah.
I feel like there's nothing more to say about this. Just watch all of our videos to just find out how much we love this game. It's our favorite game to play. Now, the reason why it didn't see the table as much is because we've recently acquired all of the silver games. All 4 of them. So we have Silver Amulet, Silver Bullet, of course, Silver Coin, and Silver Dagger.
How many times have we played these bad boys?
We played, let's see, so Silver Amulet we played once, and Jeff won that one.
I feel like I've had some serious success with these new additions.
Right. Silver Dagger we played once, and I won. And Silver Coin we played twice, and Jeff won both of those. So in total, for the Silver series that we played this month, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We played these 11 times. And of those 11 times, what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the 3.
I can do basic math. So we played these 11 times. Of those 11 times, I won 8. And Jeff, wait.
No.
I won 4. I can do basic math. So
good.
I won 4 and you won whatever 11 minus 4 is.
7.
Exactly.
Basic math.
Basic math. We're going to do a whole video just on the Silver series. Just through a quick overview, they all play the exact same. The only difference between them is what the silver piece does.
And what the cards do.
And what the cards say. Like the only difference is everything.
So the core mechanics of these games are all the same, but what's red on the card triggers are all different. And like Jamie said, the component, so the bullet, the amulet, the coin, or the dagger all do different things.
And the art on these cards is amazing. And it's very interesting how each of them play. Like it just, it does feel like a different game when you're playing.
Yeah, I'm saying like they are different enough to make them all uniquely interesting.
Yes.
Like we played coin a couple of times last night and I was like, this is like
intense.
This is so much different than bullet. Haven't played the other ones enough to displace bullet, and I don't think bullet's gonna get knocked off the top for me.
No.
I still prefer it over the other 3, but we'll get into that in a later video.
Later. Save me a piece of that corn.
For later.
Save me a piece of that corn.
For later. Nacho Libre quote.
Yeah, Nacho. Anaconda squeeze. Next game that we played in the month of June was... Move your arm. The next game that we played in the month of June was Overboss from Brotherwise Games, another well-loved game in this household.
Indeed, even though I don't think I'm very good at it. Jamie, no. Okay, I'm not getting into it.
What were you going to say?
You always pull the better overlords.
Okay, there's one overlord in this game that is overpowering. His name is Killa. Because he's a Killa.
Killa Kong?
Just Killa, I think.
Just
I don't know.
Killa?
Doesn't matter. I pulled him and I put him back in the box and I said, I won't.
No.
I said, I won't play with them.
It doesn't matter because even the one you played with, it had the ability to score like 12 points and mine only had a maximum ability of scoring like 5.
Well, then why didn't you do better on the rest of your board?
You.
We played this a total of 2 times, and of course, I won both of those times. This is a very fun tile placement game where you are the overlord of your overworld, and you're just trying to score more points than the other person. We have a how to play and playthrough on this game, so definitely go check those out if you're interested, but I love this game.
It's very good.
It's very good.
I love the art.
I love the art. It's very colorful. Like
very 8-bit, very Super Nintendo-esque looking. Love me some Overboss, even though I'm still not very good at it. I think I won a couple times early on.
Maybe once. All right, next game is right there.
This little dude?
Yeah, little one.
Next up from Renegade Games, we have The Fox in the Forest, which is a trick-taking game.
2-player only trick-taking game.
Is it 2-player only?
It is.
We recently did a video on this, eating some disgusting beans. You can go watch that if you want to see how it's played. It's your typical trick-taking game with a little bit of a twist, wherein depending on how many tricks you take, you will score a different amount of points. So it doesn't play in the same way where you're just trying to get as many tricks as you can get, because if you get too many, you get too greedy and you'll score 0. Yeah. So there's a little bit of strategy in determining how many tricks to take. I'm assuming I won?
Yeah, we played this once because I've only ever won this game one time, and it was on camera, which is just ideal.
Ridiculous.
So I wanted to see if I had actually figured it out, or if it was just a fluke, and it was just a fluke. I still don't get it. I don't know how trick-taking works.
I want to play this game more to boost my stats, but
I don't want to ever play it again.
I'm never allowed to, which is erroneous.
You're
allowed to play. You're allowed to pick Overboss in parks all the time.
You can pick that when I say pick a game, and you're like, okay, I don't care. So then I pick the games, and guess what I'm gonna pick? Oh, hey, Kaya, you wanted to say hi, too? She's an old girl, though, so she can't really jump up. This is Kaya.
It's Kaya.
She's our old girl. Juno was like, what about me?
She's the sweetest.
Yeah. All right, so the next game that we played in the month of June, this is the only game that we played from our Shelf of Shame,
This is embarrassing.
Bad. We really need to be better at that.
Yeah, we do.
That was Explorers of the North Sea from Renegade Games and Garfield Games. This is one of the 3 games in the North Sea trilogy. Same kind of like world as the West Kingdoms trilogy. So this is the only one that we've played from this series. It's a tile.
Nope, we've played.
Oh my god, why do
we always forget?
We have played Raiders of the North Sea, so there's only one that we haven't played, which is Shipwrights of the North Sea. This one is a tile placement game that has adorable pig meeples and sheep meeples and little ships, and little Vikings. The artwork is amazing.
So when we played this, you can kind of go off in your own adventure kind of deal. You're placing a tile and you kind of go off in your own directions if you want to.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to play this differently.
With more people.
With more people, because there'd be more interaction. And 2, I think next time Jamie and I play this 1v1, I'm going to follow her so I can disrupt her a bit more, because it felt like we were just kind of playing.
Did our own thing.
We were just kind of playing our own. There wasn't a ton of interaction. We had a little bit of it, but not enough. So I'd play it differently next time, but I had a lot of fun with it. Very good tile placement game.
Definitely. And it's super simple. Did not take long to learn or anything.
No.
I played this one once and I won, so I like it even more.
Yeah, I feel like it was very close, though. And I'm not just saying that.
No, I think it was, too. Whatever you need to say to make you feel better about losing.
Oh, my goodness.
Next up on the list is one we also do not have a physical copy of.
Another one I would like to get.
And I haven't seen this game.
I've never seen it in a store.
And that is Draftosaurus Draftosaurus. And Draftosaurus we played a total of 8 times. Of those 8 times, 4 of those plays were with Max and Danielle over BGA. So we played all of these on Board Game Arena. And of those 8 times, I won twice, Jeff won 3 times, Max won 1 time, and Danielle won twice. I know, yeah, there's like, I still don't fully know how this game is scored or played. So I think anytime that I've won, it's been a total fluke. We're constantly, Jeff's like, did you know this?
Yeah,
no.
Every time we play it, we're like, oh, that's how that section scored. For example,
the 3 dinosaurs.
The 3 dinosaur section, we thought it was 3 of one type.
Yeah.
But it's just 3 dinosaurs of any type.
And then at the end of one game, Max was like, you know, you could put any dinosaurs in there. We're like, what?
Yeah. But the fact that I won 4 times is pretty sweet.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Rare. Actually, you only won 3 times.
Oh, can you stop yawning?
Yeah, it's like rude.
What do you want me to do?
Suck it back.
That's not how it works.
Swallow it. So Draftosaurus, yeah, it's just a very, very quick game where you're drafting little dino meeples and you're placing them into this dinosaur park. And there's some like guidelines that will come up. Like you can only place this one in a wooded area when it comes out. And there's like a pen where they all have to be the same.
Yep.
Or they all have to be different. Or there has to be one. And it's very quick and fun and adorable. Then we played another one that we've only played on BGA because we also don't own this one. And
also
that
one we
is
will buy though.
Welcome to.
Remember when I was mentioning how much I was like, I don't want to play any roll and writes. I feel like I'm going to hate those games.
And I said, but I love Welcome to. I think you'd like it too.
So then I played Welcome to.
Now he's hooked.
And now I'm hooked. I suck at it.
I'm hooked.
I'm still learning how it works. So I am going to eat my crow. I am into roll and writes. And I also loved Railroad Inc.
Spoiler, that's coming up soon.
Oh, whoops. I don't see it on your list.
That's because it's on the back
Holy
side.
frig. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, we got to get moving.
Welcome to, we played a total of 7 times. Of those 7 times, we played 3 times with Max and Danielle. So it feels like it was more than that. But anyway.
It does feel like it was more than that.
I definitely captured all of the games that we played against each other.
Yeah, I think we're missing
or
some.
that one of us won, I should say. Of those 7 plays, I won twice, Jeff won twice, Max won twice, and Danielle won once.
Yeah, we're definitely missing some Max and Danielle wins there.
Flip and write game where you're basically just flipping cards. It's giving you 3 house numbers and 3 different options like a pool, a park, purple arrow thing, and you're filling out your little village
purple
or
arrow thing.
your town or your whatever.
Yeah, I should mention. I keep saying roll and writes,
it's a
but
flip and
I
write.
just mean like any of the roll, flip,
any of the and writes.
and writes.
We don't know all the rules to that one either.
Like I don't know what the construction
fine.
ones mean.
Me either.
Another one from AEG Games. This is quickly becoming a large love.
This is a major love for me.
This is Cubitos.
Cubitos!
Cubitos is a dice rolling race game.
Mm-hmm.
And
with an amazing, funny theme.
The theme is incredible. The replayability of this game might be the highest we have, just with the amount of boards that exist that you can play, the amount of tracks,
and
the amount of cards, which change what type of dice are available to you to roll, with which triggers are on those dice.
Yep.
Essentially what you're doing is rolling dice, trying not to bust, and you're rolling dice in order to move through a track.
Yep.
And win the race. That's basically it. There's no victory points or anything like that. It's first person to get to the end wins. I freaking love this game.
This
is a great game. We're a bit biased because we've discovered that we have an affinity for race games. But if you like race games and a little bit of push your luck, well, I shouldn't say a little bit.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of push your luck.
Push your luck, pretty much.
You should take serious consideration into this bad boy.
It's just silly fun. That's all it is.
It is silly fun.
We played this in our board game weekend video, so you can actually watch us play it.
It's the chair.
That was my chair. So you can actually watch us play it kind of sped up just to get a general idea of how it plays. But man, we love this game.
It is really, really, really
I
good.
think this game is going to be on my top 10
It may be on mine. I'm not going to say because, again, there's still so many friggin' games to play.
Yes. We played Cubitos a total of 3 times. Once we played with Jason, and of those 3 times, I won twice and Jeff won once. So the next one that we played in the month of June was an old school favorite, one of our gateway games.
I love that Clank is now considered old school.
It is. And so Clank, a deck building game from Renegade Games and Direwolf. This was one of our gateway games, like we said. It's a deck builder, dungeon crawler, push your luck game. We played this once and Jeff won. We wanted to play it to be like, do we still love this game as much as we remember? And it's very nostalgic.
I prefer Space.
Jeff prefers Space. I prefer this one. I had a ton of fun, but it's pretty basic.
Yeah, when you go back and play it again, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but I remember why I loved it, and it still has that love for me. Like, I still got love for Clank.
I still have a lot of love for Clank, but you're right. I felt a little bit like, okay, it's missing something, but that's why I think I like Space.
Like Space, yeah.
Because Space adds a little bit more of a strategy.
Legacy and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Stonemaier Games, Red Rising Collector's Edition. We just did a review on this. Go check it out.
I'll link it down below.
This is a set collection card laying.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of set collection.
It's a card game.
Point salad-y.
Very point salad-y.
Long story short, it's based on the Red Rising book series. You are basically trying to collect as many victory points as you can, and that is done primarily through card collection and card triggers. You're playing cards, getting cards into your hand in order to score as many possible points as you can at the end of the game.
We played this one twice, once 2 players and then once with Jason at 3 players, and I won both times. I'm very good at this game. But I love this game. I really, really, really do. It's based off of Fantasy Realms, so if you played Fantasy Realms, that's what the mechanics of this game are based off of, and from what I've heard is that people who've played both do prefer Fantasy Realms.
Yes.
So
full transparency, that has come up a few times.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, visually, I love this game. I love the art. I am reading the book, so I know some of the characters. And we haven't played Fantasy Realms, so right now, I love this game more than Fantasy Realms. Yeah, and like Jeff said, we have a full review, so that will be linked below. Definitely go and watch it, because there's a very funny bit in it that I did. Remember my funny joke?
No.
Blow away with a whistle.
Oh, right. Yeah, it wasn't.
And then I did a dramatic reenactment, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was
hilarious.
That one still amazes me how heavy it is.
This is Isle of Cats from City of Games, a polyomino tile placement game where you're trying to save cats from the evil Lord Vesh. Yes, the evil Lord Vesh. So yeah, you're just building out polyomino tiles on a boat, trying to fill up as much as you possibly can, score points, do lesson cards, all that good stuff. We've talked about this one before. We love this game. I have backed the Kittens and Beasts expansion for this game, which I am so excited for.
Of course you have.
Looks adorable. We played this game once, and I won, and it's the first time I've ever won this game, and that makes me feel very happy.
I had a lot of confidence playing this game, and then it was shattered.
Shattered. Smashed into bits and pieces. Yeah, I love this game. This is a game that I hate to lose because I love it so much.
It's a very good game.
It's so very good, and I can't wait for the expansion. But that's Isle of Cats. I win. The next game that we played digitally through Board Game Arena. This is a love for me. It has been a love for a while. It's Jeff's first time playing this month, and that is Sushi Go. And we played this a total of 4 times, and of those 4 times, I won twice and Jeff won twice. So we're even Stevens. It's a wash. This is a very adorable set collection, just trying to score as many points with sushi, and it's a drafting game. So like you'll have a set of cards, you pick one, you pass along, all that good stuff. Super simple, super fun.
I'm a sucker for the wasabi.
Wasabi!
Anytime the wasabi's up, I'm like, give me that wasabi.
Yeah, Jeff is forever collecting the wasabi without knowing whether or not there's actual, is it nigini? No, wait, that's the snake from Harry Potter. Nigiri? Anyways.
Whatever it is, the stuff that you can put on top of the wasabi. I don't even care.
Adorable. I love it.
That little wasabi is the cutest thing in board games.
Yeah, it's just like this little blob.
It's a little Cute blob of wasabi.
Love it. The next game that we played during board game weekend.
Yep.
This is the first game that we played during board game weekend.
Yep.
And that is Dune Imperium. And this is from Direwolf as well. And we played this once with Jason. So we played
Twice, technically.
Technically. We played like a 4-hour game of this. It's meant to be maximum like an hour and a half. We made some errors in setting up the game.
Jason did.
Jason made some errors and forgot to take out the conflict cards. So we were literally the entire game. Wow, I thought this was a quick game. I much prefer Arnak. It's much faster.
Yeah, you can go see that in our playthrough video if you want to get the ins and outs about what happened there. But
yep. And Jason won, so good for him for sticking it out for 4 hours and winning that game.
I want to play it again.
I want to play it again. So this is a worker placement deck builder game, much like Arnak, but the theme is Dune, like the books or the movie.
I love the book. So this one hit home for me, but it was jaded a bit due to the
first hour and a half was great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still really did like it. I'm
too.
excited to play it again. So we really can't determine what we prefer between Arnak and Dune. For me, I think I'm going to end up leaning towards Arnak a little bit just because I prefer that theme.
I think I will end up on the Dune Imperium side.
Yeah, you've read the books.
Because I really dig the theme. I hate that this next game has an asterisk next to it.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, and I know exactly what it's for.
Hey, so the next game that we played in the month of June was also played during board game weekend, and that is Rising Sun from Simon Games. This is a...
Dudes on a map.
Is this called Skirmish game? Is that what this is?
I don't know. All I know it by is it's a bunch of dudes on a map. Like it's like Blood Rage.
Yeah, but you're Japanese samurais and mythic monsters and all of these things. And
Skirmish, I think, is correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We could be wrong.
We're probably wrong.
Ignore us.
Just ignore us. So Rising Sun we played once again, obviously with Jason, and Jeff won, but there is a major asterisk next to this.
Do you want me to?
If you watch,
you have to let me defend myself.
I was just going to preface, if you watched our board game weekend video and you saw Jeff talk about this amazing move that he did, and you probably saw the illegality of what he did. But yeah, go ahead. Explain.
Okay, listen. First off, the play was still amazing. You're not taking that away from me. Essentially, what I did, quickly here, as quickly as I can, I loaded my region up with troops and then did what's called seppuku, which is you kill all of your own characters and you score a point for each of those characters that you kill. And then I did a poet, which also scored another point for all the people that died. So I scored 2 points at the end of the game for each person that I killed. And it was amazing, and you're not taking that from me. But I wasn't allowed to do that because technically I can only do that if there's actually a battle going on in that region.
Otherwise, it's just your people
Otherwise, I'm literally just killing myself for no reason. So I didn't realize that until after the fact. So what I did technically was illegal. However, had I known that, I easily could have moved my troops into another region because I had enough moves to do that. I could have moved my troops into the neighboring region and done the exact same thing.
However, if you had done that, then I would have prepped that region with more people. Jeff kept adding people to this region, and I was literally like, what are you doing?
But I still would have sacrificed all of my guys.
But I could have loaded up and sacrificed all my guys.
No, because I was also at the same time saving up all of my coins.
But
so in Rising Sun. You're not stealing this from me.
But I had 11 coins.
I had way more than that. Because all I was doing in my final turn was making sure that I had enough coins so that, because you have to bid on the action you take in the battle. So you have to bid on whether you do seppuku. I think that's what it's called. If it's not, ignore me again. You have to vote on these things. And I was like, I need to make sure I have enough coins and enough guys for it to do this. So she's not taking this from me.
The point is, I was supposed to win the game.
No, it wouldn't. It would not have mattered. It still is going down as the best board game move I've ever made. Even if there's an asterisk, I will give you the asterisk. But I'm saying I would have been able, had that rule been told to me, I would have been able to still do the action I wanted to do. Anywho's,
whatever you say.
That's what happened.
If you'd like to watch the board game weekend video, where you can then see me be very confused asking Jeff, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And nobody telling me what was going on. I got very annoyed. That's Rising Sun. I friggin' loved this game.
It was good.
I loved this game.
I didn't love it. I think I prefer Blood Rage, but I want to play Blood Rage again because it's been a very long time.
I prefer Rising Sun. So the next game that we played in the month of June was another one on BGA, and that is Railroad Inc., which is another roll and write game that Jeff now just is all for the roll and rights. Yeah. Railroad Inc. is a roll and write. Like I said, you're rolling dice that have either highways or railroads, and you're drawing them on your little grid, trying to connect them to the outer edges in order to score points. We played this one time on BGA and Jeff won. Neither of us know what we're doing.
Yeah, that one's kind of a throwaway because neither of us, like, we got it. Obviously, the premise is very simple.
We don't know what the strategy of this is at all. But it was fun to try, and Max from Table Nuts has been really all in on this new Railroad Inc. app.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
That's come out.
I'm not getting it out of
principle.
But
it's supposed to be very, very good. So
Mac's been pushing me to get this app, and I'm like, nope, don't want to do it.
Next game that we played was another one that we played during board game weekend, and that is Destinies from Lucky Duck Games. We played this one with Jason, of course, because of board game weekend. We did not film during our playthrough of this because it's spoilers, and we don't want to be
We didn't
those
want to ruin
people.
it for anyone. Yeah.
Jason won this one. We have a whole review on this video, which we'll link below. It's great. Jeff loves it. I don't understand most of it, but I still think it's a really good game.
Do you think that, though?
I do, because I really enjoy the time that I won. My brain doesn't work in that way. But we don't need to go into too much detail because...
No, go watch our review. I love it. It's a great game. It's app-driven exploration campaign game.
And I get frustrated because my brain doesn't work that way. And everybody else seems to know what they have to do. And I'm wandering around being like, where's the Abbey? And Jeff's like, it's over there. And I already said it. And I didn't remember that at all. So
she also doesn't realize that you can literally click on the app and it'll tell you what the place is.
Then we played Viticulture from Stonemaier Games, and we actually did not play this beautiful physical copy. We played this on Board Game Arena once again with Max and Danielle.
It worked incredibly well.
Yeah, it was the first time we've played the Board Game Arena iteration of this game, and it is only in beta form, but I didn't notice any major issues.
Yeah, I think it would be difficult to learn on BGA.
For sure, yeah.
But we all knew how to play.
So we played this once, and Max won, though... I mean, he did a pretty dirty move to Danielle.
He did a dirty move to Danielle.
She was not happy.
Dirty.
Danielle was definitely going to win. She was like 20 points ahead of it. Well, that's winning, but she was like 10 points ahead since like the very beginning of the game. Yeah. Anyways, we'll let them fight that one out.
Yeah, they can fight it out.
And then the last group of games, we went to the Boardroom Game Cafe this past weekend and were able to play 6 games total. It was just yesterday. Well, Sunday. This is Thursday. So we played this past weekend on Sunday. So we played what?
I was like, what? Now I get it.
So we played Patchwork, which is an Uwe Rosenberg classic 2-player game from Lookout Games. And I won. We played it once. This is our second time ever playing it. I really like this game. It is not a love for Jeffrey.
I find it just too...
I think it's nice.
I'm going to get a lot of flack for this because I think a lot of people love Patchwork, but I played it the first time and I was like, meh. And I was like, but I feel like I should really like it. And I remember after playing it, I was like, I want to play that again. So we played it again and I'm still like,
I feel like this is the kind of game that if we had a cottage on a lake.
I was just going to say.
I would love to just have that game live at the cottage.
100%. This is a game that I would leave at a camp, at a cottage.
And I still feel like this is a game
and play it.
I would like to play with like your mom. I feel like she'd like this game.
Yeah.
But it's very simple. It's a polyomino tile placement game. It's relaxing and I do really enjoy it and I would like to get the Christmas version. I think also maybe if it was more exciting to look at, it's very ugly.
Jamie loves.
It's like brown and this weird yellow and this grayish green, and I'm like
Rosenberg theme choices.
I think I'd like to try next time we go. I would like to try Cottage Garden because that is one of his.
Sure.
That has a nicer looking theme.
Yeah. Then
we played Sagrada for the first time, and Sagrada is a dice drafting and dice placement game where you're trying to build out a stained glass
Who's
window.
Sagrada by?
I don't remember. So this is our first time playing this. This was designed by a Canadian.
Oh, neat.
Can't remember who they are, but I'll put it down below. And I won this one. First time playing. I really enjoyed it. Not a love for Jeff.
Nah, I'd rather play Azul. I know they're not completely the same.
This is another cottage game.
Wasn't a hit.
I don't know, I really liked it. Then we played Biblios from Yellow.
Hello.
And Biblios is an auction
Set collection.
set
definitely.
collection game that has a very boring looking theme. Like the artwork is kind of like, it's like innovation. It's the same kind of thing. It's like, this doesn't look like it should be as good as it is.
It was very good.
This game is so good. And yeah, you're just collecting different colors of like monks and different types of books that you want to add into this library. And
manipulating the dice that exist in the middle so that you eventually want to win those dice and you want them to be worth as much as you can.
Yeah, and there's 2 rounds in this game. The first round is called like the gifting phase, where you're pulling cards from the deck. You're either giving it to yourself, to the auction pool, or to your other player. Once all of the cards are gone, then you go into the auction phase, and all the cards that were put into the auction deck, you're bidding. So if I'm going for brown, then a brown card comes up, then I might want to bid on that one, and Jeff might want to bid on it if he knows I'm going for brown.
But then there's a whole other element of like, okay, I think I have enough brown to win.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bid on any more brown. I'm going to save my money and my cards so that I can try and bid on the ones I think Jamie's going after.
Yeah. Really good.
Really good.
I really liked it.
I had a lot of fun with it.
And Mark from Board Game Barrage talks about this all the time, and they're always ripping on him and giving him such a hard time about this game, but I really liked it.
Yeah, great. I think that would be a great travel game.
For
It's a tiny little box.
Yeah.
I think Yellow
Even
games
more
are
so
known
than
for that.
innovation.
But
Yeah, and Jeff won this one, so we played it once and Jeff won. Then we played Lord of the Rings, The Confrontation from Fantasy Flight Games, and this game is out of print. Can't get it anywhere.
which is why we played it.
Which is why we played it. And the copy that we got to play in the Boardroom Cafe,
Loved.
is so well loved that like we had to really look and see like, who is this person?
A lot of history in that copy of that game.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of people had played that.
This is an old school game where you are the Fellowship fighting against Sauron and
his minions.
And you're just coming, like getting closer and closer to each other, and it's just like one-on-one battles.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun playing this. It was hilarious. We played it once and Jeff won.
Yeah, it's skirmish game and you don't know who is what because each person has their characters hidden until there's a battle, and then you kind of show them to each other. And they each have unique abilities.
It was both of our favorite games of the day, so excited to play that again. A lot of people compare it to Stratego, which we've never played. Then we played Barenpark, another polyomino tile laying game. I think this one's by Stefan Feld.
Wolf.
What?
You know who Steppenwolf is?
No.
Magic Carpet Ride?
Phil Walker Harding, that's who it's. Barenpark is a polyomino tile placement where you're building out a bear park. Adorable. All of the tiles have like different types of bear. There's polar bears, there's panda bears, there's koala bears, and there's brown bears. And I loved it, and I won.
It's very good.
I think it was our second favorite game of the day.
Definitely one after I played it, I was like, I would like to own that.
Yeah, definitely a tile layer that worked well for us for sure. And then the very last game that we played in the month of June was Hive. And this is one that's come recommended to us as a travel game, but they're like these little chunky, heavy tiles of bugs. One person plays as the black pieces and the other person plays as the white pieces, and each bug has a special way that they can move. The whole point of the game is you're trying to surround one player's bee. So I'm trying to get Jeff's bee surrounded by my bugs, and he's trying to get my bee surrounded by his bugs, or whatever bugs. And we played this once, and I won, and we also really liked this game.
Yeah, it was good. Jamie caught on to the strategy way quicker than I did, and there was a moment in the game where it was like 3 or 4 turns from being over, and I knew it was over. Like once she got 2 pieces in a certain position,
I had them.
I couldn't. Yeah, I was done. I think we'll probably pick up the pocket version of this. People have been mentioning to get Hive Pocket because I do think that's a good game to travel with, and another similar game to Azul where the pieces are somewhat heavy enough that you could play it on a deck. And it's just those little pieces.
It's not something I'd want to play all the time, but certainly as
I definitely would travel with it,
Yeah. So those were all of the games that we played in the month of June. That was a lot. This is a long video. We played a total of 33 games, 82 times, and of those games, Jeff won a total of 33 times, and I won a total of 35 times. Finally, some Team Jamie victories. I still have a ways to go, though, because our yearly totals, Jeff has 109 wins.
Ugh, nice buffer.
And I have 92 wins, so I'm still 17 behind. Now, we did start playing Magic the Gathering this month, though, so we decided not to include
you decided.
I decided not to include those wins in our totals. I regret it now because I've only lost twice.
You're only saying this to draw up favor. There's really no point of adding this into the video other than to just brag.
I'm just saying. I could be higher, but I didn't want to add those.
Jamie's deck is far superior to my deck.
I'm an excellent Magic player.
So, whatever.
Anyways, you guys, that is all we have for you today. Let us know down below if you've played any of these games, what you think about them, which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and of course, any recommendations that you might have for us. An excellent place to pick up some of these games would be your friendly local gaming store. And for us here in Halifax, that is the Boardroom Game Cafe located on
Barrington Street.
You can find all of their information right here. And they are open now, full service, so you can go in and actually go in the cafe, retail store, play games. We are going to try and go as much as we can.
Get that grilled cheese.
On weekends, get some snacks, get some drinks.
My only concern going there is every time I leave,
we leave with games.
I leave with games. Good for the Boardroom Game Cafe.
Exactly.
Bad for my wallet.
Anyways, if you are local to Halifax, we actually met a few people who watch our videos.
Yeah, Kyle and Becca.
So,
Yeah, that was cool.
Hi, Kyle and Becca.
Hi, Kyle and Becca.
It was very nice to meet you. We hope to see you there again.
Yeah.
If you are from Halifax, and if you are from Halifax, and you happen to be at the Boardroom Game Cafe and you see us, please say hello. We would love to meet you and talk to you and all that good stuff.
Yeah. And if we're somewhat awkward,
it's usually me.
It's usually Jamie.
I do my best. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe to Foster the Meeple. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with all of your friends, families, and just everyone that you know.
Yeah, because they spread the love.
They might enjoy it too. You just never know. If you're on social media, which most people are, you can also feel free to follow us there on social media.
Social media. It's like an...
We're on social media.
It's like an infomercial that an older person would have made. Yeah. And they're like, social media. Yeah. Social media.
It's like somebody like fumbling through like paper, like, oh, I wish I could talk to my friends.
I wish I could talk to my son.
So we are on social media. We are on Twitter and Instagram at Foster the Meeple. So feel free to follow us on there. We post almost every single day.
Yeah, it's not so much just me anymore.
Yeah, we're sharing.
You're
never going to know who
you're talking to. Good luck figuring out who you're talking to, suckers.
Today I was talking to someone from Nerds of the West, though, and I wrote I, bracket, Jamie, bracket.
Yeah, I feel like that's a thing you have to do.
So if you need to know who it is, we'll put it in brackets, but
it's usually
the mystery alive.
It's 85% of the time it's me.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye.
There it is.
Goodbye.
Stop copying me.
You stop copying me.
Ugh, why don't you get your own bit?
Excuse you. Shanty ass setup is this? I need you to help me.
What do you want me to do?
That was all I wanted.
You
can't see the mic, right? No.
Mic check.
That light in front of us is V-bright. Very, very bright.
One.
We'll wait.
Itchy, honey?
Oh my god, the hair flying off of her. Itchy? Get a husky, they said. It'll be fun.
Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Go ahead.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
And
Borghini things.
can you not be grumpy? Okay.
That's nice.
Beep beep.
Under the table.
Under the table. Please don't knock the camera down.
It's the final countdown.
So I hate being interrupted. Okay.
We got the old clickety-clacks dog going. Whatever, Cheddar. You can cut this out. I'm going to have to look this up.
I'm not going to cut any of this out.
So the court...
You did that on purpose.
I know I did.
You did that on purpose,
Pick up your
you
feet.
whale. Did you get my joke?
Yes.
It's pretty funny. I don't like her, so...
Hey, clickety-clacks, lay down, please.
Can you lay down, please, honey? Okay.
But she's got clickety-clacks.
Oh my god.
And she never sits still.
Can you go lay down?
Okay, guys, lay down.
Get out of your butt sniffer. We've also played Raiders.
Juno?
She's sneaking out to eat cat food. I can see
I'm putting them upstairs.
Just gotta go lock them upstairs because they know how to get down otherwise. Oh.
Hey.
Juno can probably launch herself right over that. Alright. So rooting. This has been a long video. It's me, Amadio. Get your own bits. Get your own sandwich.
Yeah.
And sandwiches.
I'm gonna have a sandwich for supper, I think.
You are? What? Chicken?
Chicken.
Whoops.